Good morning, folks. It's 8:42 a.m. on 21st day, ninth month, 2022. Turn your volumes up. Put your headphones on, whatever it takes. I'm gonna give you an update. I feel like shit, so here you go. This is the expected totals over the next 24 hours through these areas. These are the expected totals, and pretty much in agreement with it. Yeah, these swaths are going to be a bit wider, I believe, through here as these tendrils get stretched out. Some of these falls are going to be much heavier in areas, and some will be lighter because of what I'm seeing on what's coming over. Right here's first thing I'm noticing is the color of this is different than the color of this, right? And this is a simultaneous picture. This isn't like one part taken and spliced together like Worldview does, where you get a 90 minutes per satellite pass. When the color changes, a lot of times when it comes over this area here, it's not just because the sunrise color. It's entering areas where the dust could be whipped up into the air, and which you might see settled on vehicles here in about three days. Usually it takes that cycle to get over there, right? Yeah, you're going to get a pounding, an absolute pounding. This is an obvious man-made storm. To me, I've seen this look many times. This isn't round. I would say when you go over land, these should break down actually, right, and come apart. But this seems to be strengthening. Some these plumes going off here, feeding it through here, which will show up a lot better on the infrared. Thank you everyone for your healing thoughts and all, and but all the recommendations in the world of things to get to heal myself. I can't afford them. Well, even walking right now is a bit difficult. But thank you for your kindnesses. As you can see, the chem streaming over the top of Perth, north of it, and that's a good distance away. Actually, quite a few hours drive. I'm gonna have a look at this since it seems to be right there. Sip of coffee always. Something to warm it up. All right, let's stop this. So you got one of those flowers formation. You're 1, 2, 3, 4 pluming out this way. Bomb went off there. It's a bomb going by here, so something's moving along with the air mass. Balloons are a likely subject, a likely suspect, excuse me. There's some bombs going off here. Look, go look now. Go over and look. Now, if you're taking a picture of an X-rad ring, or which is sometimes what those radar rings are called. First one I ever know that brought it to my attention was Dutch Since. They were called Dutch's rings. He was one of my heroes. He's actually why I do videos. He put out a challenge in 2014 or something. Everybody, or 2015, everybody should do videos and show this stuff. Well, he stopped showing this stuff, and I never did. He did. Look how that became a square. Watch this. I'm going to back up. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. This bomb formation has gone on for an hour. Started here, moved along with the air mass, continually deploying. See, it's over here now. Bomb, bomb. 10-minute jump. Those bombs still going off. Then it goes into a triangle. See, watch it going along. Still here. I'm not calling every one of these little pixel things one of those. I'm looking for very distinct formations, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an arc, or in then a little bit lighter under here. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like a dice, dicey skies. Yeah, a domino effect. Look at all the bombs going over here. See it? See it going on? Told people get your headphones on. It's the best you get out of me today. Come on. As long as I can give you my best, I'm giving you my best. Square, 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 square. I'll just lean into the mic. Well, thank you all for the mic that was graciously purchased from the support of my work back when the first Lismore floods. That's when I got this. People said they couldn't hear me well, and that allowed me to tell you guys a lot of warnings. So again, I thank the whole community for this. Got definite streamer boundary where they keep bombing in between on a different level of the atmosphere. It looks like it's going over the top. I'll turn town names off. Get a better look. Yeah, that's higher atmosphere than that streamer, so it's above it. So whatever's falling out, it's falling out on top of that cloud mass, right? So we can add sunshine to whatever the catalyst is in the mix. Now, if you put carbon black or coal ash or one of those type black dark products we pick up on, even graphene oxide, magnetites and things like that, you'll heat up the top of the cloud just by dark clothing. Even if you wear it, it gets warmer quicker, don't it? Entity in a cloud here. Just throws that in real nonchalant. Streaming over the country, affecting your weather. Yeah, a big stream of bombs going off here. Wonder if we're rolling. Yep. But after this, you can expect me to put some rings and stuff for sale. I'm gonna go straight to it. I need some fruit, fresh things. I might have to have them delivered because I can't hardly get my shoe on. See the bombs going off here? This is undeniable proof of geoengineering, creating clouds, creating where they weren't none, where there were none, there was none, and now there's too many. Whole field of bombs went off. Now, if you look at the whole field, I'll bring it into the center of the screen. So I can get this. I think 125 is as high as it lets me go. See, it's just a whole field of bombs going off. That whole area is affected by this infect. Here's NASA Worldview. Let's see what they show. I haven't pulled it up yet. So sometimes it blips a bit when I jump screens like this. Hello, Australia. Alright, here we are. How much is this anyhow? I'm just measuring some area. Mighty zigzaggy lines your weather fronts have these days, huh? Mighty zigzags. Ziggy Stardust skies. I'm not going to measure off the coast. I'm just going to go right down the coastline. Go cut it off here. See that? That's a lot. Wouldn't you say that's a lot? Would you say that's a lot? Oh, it's a lot of miles. It's a whole lot of chem. And that's modifying your weather. That's what causes the nastiness. Is I want to do a quick snapshot of that. Oops, that didn't work well. And the date of the download becomes my what should I call this shit sky? shit, Sky. Okay, go on. This is chem bombs and chemtrails off the coast of Australia out here in the Tasman Sea. The Tasmanian devils at it again. Well, the Tasman devils. My goodness, look at this. You see the little nucleations of the bombs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a curved arc. Delta formation right there. Triangle. Right, let's look. I'm not talking about the microwave popcorn down here. I'm talking about the ones in a high deck that are not being left by jet planes. Because jet planes fly lower than that. Look at this out here. Tell you, we picked this up out here. I gotta talk about this because it's absolutely had me in tears. And well, the other day I showed you this, right? You see these islands out here? They've had a mass beaching of sperm whales. 14 of them washed up a male pod that branched off from the main pod, washed up dead. We have over 200 of them on his shore right now. This very minute. They're trying to save the lives of them. EMF will throw off their communication. I find this very upsetting. There's a double square right here that happened previous to the beachings of these whales. I think actually it was, which island was it over here? It's one of the islands over here. I think it's actually here. And more of them have washed up today. And I don't want to dwell on that too much, but if you have the ability, look it up. Wales Beach, King Island. No. Give me a minute. Whales strand themselves on a beach in Australia today. Hundreds wash up on the beach. Mystery. It's not a mystery to me. I have a suspicion on King Island, right? So we'll go to it. I don't even want to heal myself anymore. No, right here, okay? Right here. Right, you see that? See that right there? It's not healthy because it's infrasonic in undulations. I am having to shed this. Oh, you're just watching me do my homework. That's labeled. And I think I'll just fucking leave that there for them. But right now, there's a chance their lives can be saved. So I'll get there. If you have the ability to come help, come help. This is a bad thing. They're sperm whales. Okay? I'm feeling a bit prophetic. Because I actually said sperm whales. I don't think we want to care about tight as pants or New York City right now. When we get down to the nitty gritty and I see there's a mystery of hundreds. I don't see it as a mystery. I do see it as shocking. That was only 14. Well, I know right now that over 200 of them are there. I got a report this morning. So, please, if you can, go help. Seek the info. Do it for them. And I'll do this for you. Okay, there's your totals. Here's your weather plan. I'm sorry, I get emotional. There you go, coughs. How you look about 24 hours? Got a lot of lightning coming in through Lismore, all the way down through here, as I said it would. So big heavy storms coming through today. Yeah, gonna split the flow here so this can be independent and this can start to spin on its own. It's not gonna have the drag of that anymore, so I'm expecting a beam. So let's go look. Sorry, I got myself in the fields. Not seeing an obvious signature here. I got the EMF gap. What are they doing? Something's going on here. I'm picking it up on Nothing obvious showing on the Bureau of Morons. BOM. Let's see if we got anything here. Alright, I'll go 6 hours back. I think that's how long it's been. Oh, Roma, man, you're hitting. That's a dangerous cell. Not just because the lighting is on. I'll turn that off. Because it's rotating. It's independent of the others, but it still has electrical connections to this. It looks like a seahorse. Because of chem itself, it acts like a wire. It's the electrical connection in all of this can be shared. And as one mass moves over another, moving in a different direction, it'll generate a voltage potential in the clouds itself. A capacitance, if you will build up. And there's some plumes right here, you see? Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right in the fields. They're killing our whales, man. This is not cool. To sacrifice them on a king island when a new king is crowned, to me, is a statistical anomaly I will not accept. And it's only the 21st. I ain't done yet. A lot of bombs going off here. What did they do down here? Let's look. I'll have to roll tape back again and watch what happened. I'm going backwards, by the way. That's the island they stranded on last night and this morning. They're beaching themselves. Hundreds of them. There's over 200. Over 200 whales are down here right now where I'm pointing. They need our help. Go help them. If you got a boat, go get there. No excuses. Get on a fucking plane, man, and go hop over. Help if you know how. But don't hinder. Don't go down there to just gawk. Bring a bucket with you to keep them moist. What can you do to help? Bring some towels, keep them wet. Bring the ability to dig a channel to bring water underneath and float them back out. Let's help them out. So, you guys know what to do that are professionals at that. I don't want no pictures of blaming climate change. When I see this, and that's the worldview. When I see that, I've already saved. When I see this being done, literally, where they're beaching, the day right before they do, could have been good for their navigation when their waveform went back and forth, reverberating under the water. Then it's a crime. It's an absolute crime. Even the square form over the top of them and this chem falling out on the people that are trying to help them today isn't helping me feel at ease at all. Not at all. As the stream's over the top. When people worry about it, their home's gonna be safe. Oh, I gotta find one. Look at the wedge shape to this. Isn't that suspicious to you? I'm gonna have to slow this down. We can read it better. Look for the spinners, folks. Look for the spinners. Warwick, you got a beam. Bzzzt. Did you see Maury fire? Maury fired. It did. It's fired right into that storm. Right there. That's a bust. There's a bust. Getting fried straight style. If this will be my last breath I could fucking draw. I was hoping it would say something better than what I'm saying now. You guys are getting blasted with directed energy. It looks to be being weaponized as these storms come through this area here. You get a little bit of a break because now they're going to clear the path. I expect this beam to come on here. They forced it out. Now this all has a hot air in place. Boy, is it gonna freaking storm. And every time there's gonna be a cut here. And it's gonna spin. It's gonna cause another center. Have it. You guys get clobbered from here. You're getting clobbered from here. And I'm getting clobbered in my eyeballs and in my mind. Just knowing what happened. Knowing this can happen. Knowing it. You want to see it? Does it make you feel worse or better to know it? That was yesterday. I've known this. Yeah. This shit kills too. I'd like it brought into the realm of possibilities of causation. In other words, I think it did it, and I want to investigate it. I want these big EMF blast machines shut the fuck down if this is what can possibly happen from their use, or whatever else sonic device was used to cause this scalar square to form in the atmosphere, to make a plasma, to nucleate. And plasma isn't always hot. It's the excitation state of the molecule itself, and it doesn't always give off a photon. Okay? Okay. You see those coordinates right there? Dude, you got homework to do, people. My God. They're doing that. See the date? See it? I know it when it happened. See the time? On the 21st, right? Look at the time. You know what time it is? It is time to say no to the Paris Agreement. It's time to say no to owning any kind of weather. This line coming from Stanthorpe through here. That's not good for those folks. It's not good for these streams that I say are gonna flood. I did. Over the next few days, you have some terrible totals. Terrible totals. Coming down the coast, as honesty begins to be unraveled, and I'm glad I gave you a warning. I'm not so glad of the abuse I got. But you know what? For these whales stranding, and for all the people with their hands in their pockets standing, I'll take a stand. All right. Yeah, it was your forecast kind of. I'm just gonna let it roll. And I'm gonna come on. I got some jewelry to sell. I need some food. I gotta have fresh. All right, this eating out of the freezer sausage ain't doing it. Thankful for the sausage. Look at Gold Coast parked over here. You think that's staying there? They're lying to you. Tweed's heads. You're nearly in the get the fuck out zone, okay? You're very close. And remember, if the wind is blowing from the sea, at that time, when that predicted amount hits, you're fucked. Because the water from there is blowing on the land, too, okay? So I'm just gonna let this roll. Here's your weather plan. Go right to the beginning. I'll do the whole country, as they're hanging you on it. What are countries ruled by if kingdoms are ruled by kings? Just gonna let that roll. If you care to support my work, you could do so. paypal.me/Robert Deutsch. It looks to be a sustained event of about 36 hours. The rain's gonna part before it makes a move. That means you're getting it here about the same amount of time. And this is gonna come in small batch, pins down south. And you're gonna get an up and over. And I'll show you that better later. Alright, it's a sustained event. You're 36 hours in now. As this walks around the shore, and all the winds carry that back in, all that moisture. It's gurgle, gurgle, Coffs Harbor. What a shame. One is gonna show up for those whales. My God, what do we let him do? I'm out. Big love, Pete.